everyone. So, without further ado, this is The Witch of the Void, and I'm trying to play through the game called Vampire the Masquerade Chapters, which is a board game, as you can see. Today I'm continuing my playthrough by going through the fourth one, Prologue Brujah. And this is the chapter about Thomas Chartrand, as you can see. So let's start off by preparing his character card. So character board, I should say. This is his character board. This is his focus. This is his figurine, and those are his stats. So because he has 3 in physical, he has 6 HP points. So let's cover the HP points which are after which he dies. And my guess is his will be a fighting chapter. And his willpower is his social and mental attributes combined together, which means he has 4 points in total. And that is his ability to reroll the black dice. And guys, there is a need to do that in order to pass some checks. Okay, I've got one left. Need that one, so let's do the box. And let's start with this one for the beginning. So this is his character card, his card. I already prepared some enemies that the game will tell us to set up in a second, and their combat decks. I also need this, and the trackers for the state cards of the enemies, which are 3 in total. And the trackers are the masquerade symbol. So yeah, I will just set them aside for now, because I will need them in a minute, actually. I also definitely need those two. Amidst all of this, there should be his character tracker for the initiative. Okay then, found the tracker. The initiative tracker, put it away accidentally. So without further ado, let's start. I have the booklet here ready, of course, because they're so lovely, but I will be using the web app because it's faster. So, Thomas Chartrand. Introduction, of course, this chapter is played solo. You storm out of Samuel Armstrong's office. The nerve of these fucking blue bloods. No matter how much these Camarilla members pretend to protect the rights of the kindred, you know damn well the only interests they serve are their own. You sigh as you make your way down the streets of Montreal's north, passing a couple of cops interrogating a group of young kind. In a way, you're no different from them. You still have to fight to defend what you have, and there's always someone higher up the social ladder willing to take it from you. To think you're now one of the undead, and yet nothing's changed. It's almost comical, in a fucked up sort of way. Another group of young men quickly snap you out of your philosophical thoughts. As if being walking blood bags wasn't enough, the little bastards are leaning against your car. One of them is even sitting on the roof, drinking and spilling beer all over the place, that piece of shit. Glaring, you stomp over to them and come to halt, not too far away. The young man stopped talking and turned to look at you without mockery and disdain. "The hell do you want, old man?" "Get off of my damn car," you hiss, teeth clenched. They look at each other and snicker. "This piece of trash is yours?" one of them says. The others start laughing. You clench your fists. "I said, get off my fucking car, you little shits, before I make you." You can feel your blood boiling, and the beast inside you rages. The one on the roof hops off and lands on his feet, pulling a switchblade from his pocket. And what if we don't? Time to show the bastards who's boss. The objective is to beat up those lowlifes, and the initial setup is showed here. So we have to first off do the deck for him for combat and set up the scene. I won't need his humanity, I don't think so, so I will set it aside right now. As you can see the board up top, this is how I have to place the things, the tokens and tiles. So next to the car, between the two cars, I think here is an event. So something will trigger once I'm on it. I will make the I'll make this a little bit smaller, I don't think, so that everything can be seen clearly. Now we have to move the character of the story here, I think, yes. And the three tarts need their own stand. Which now, in hindsight, I could have prepared beforehand, but I didn't, so sorry for that. And now for the tags. Those are their character tiles. This is pretty dark, so it's hard to see. This one, and the third one is... So those are the enemies that I'll be facing this round. Okay then, so they are sitting on the car. And they have their own three state cards as visible on the card. So there's a thug leader, number 4, that uses the thug leader state card. So that's this one. A gang member and a thug. So I need to set them up somewhere. Okay, I will put them here. And they all use human deck card, which is this one. I already have prepared, and they share the deck card, which means I'll be selecting cards from this one for all 3 of them. And I don't think I will need this board, but anyway. And this is the tracker that I see. This is the deck for the enemies, and now we have to prepare the deck for the character. Let's start with disciplines, because they might be cool, and perhaps I'll have to use them. Okay then, so Thomas has celerity at level 1 and potence at level 1, which means I need to find celerity at level 1. He has 2 abilities at level 1. Add your celerity level to your movement and add your celerity level as a dice to your skill when using a defense combat card. And it was potence at level 1, right? So it's prowess. Add your potence level as a dice to your brawl or weapons. So he is very combat ready character, I would say. I'll be setting those aside because he doesn't need them at the moment, but those are his cards that he needs. And now for his combat deck, he has the standard deck as well as 2 bro level cards and 3 out from weapons. So bro 1 and 2 are 4 cards, which I have here. There are 6 base deck cards. Those are the 6 base deck cards. And 3 weapon cards. There is no weapon level 2 card, there are 2 level 1 and 1 level 3. So I have those handy. I am not building his deck at the moment, perhaps the tutorial will require me to combine specific cards. I don't know if he has a weapon, so without a weapon the weapon cards are useless. So let's move on. It is strongly recommended that the new players first complete the Gangrel and Venture prologues before attempting the Brujah prologue, which we did. This prologue contains advanced gameplay mechanics and narrative elements. They rely on previous knowledge of combat gameplay, which I do have. Oh yeah, now I have to click on the event number 1. For this prologue, take Celerity 1 level Fleetness Discipline card. You may change it for Celerity level 1 Cat's Grace after the prologue if you want to. Okay then, so we are taking Prowess and Fleetness for his combat cards. Put them here and here, and we're putting Cut Grace aside to his Disciplines deck because he cannot use all of them right now. Now, you eye the hooligans before you, your mouth contorts into a sneer and your brow furrows. You quickly crack your neck. And we can run to the manhole cover and grab it to use it as a weapon, or pick the first little fucker you see and NM. Both are kind of interesting choices. Let's go for the cover to be able to use the weapon cards. Move your character to a hex adjacent to action token 1. Okay. Time to lift it up. You gaze rest on the little man who was sitting on the roof of your car. Okay, then let's make it so that we have everything inside. And soon we'll be setting up the combat deck for him as well. So we have to do physical and athletics check. He has 3 physical dice and 1 success from athletics, and it's difficulty check of 1, so we have automatic success. The above is an example of how skill checks are presented in the narrative booklets throughout the game. The difficulty here means that you will succeed automatically thanks to your automatic success from your athletic skill level. Feel free to peek at the page linked to the failure option if you want to see what would have happened had you failed the check. However, if you feel up for the challenge, increase the difficulty of the skill check to 2 and roll a number of black dice equal to your physical attribute. Remember to add your automatic successes for your athletic check. If you score at least 2 successes, read the success page, otherwise read the failure page. Remember to replace a black die by a red die for each level of hunger you have. So, let's get the dice ready. Let's assume that the skill check is actually 2. So we have automatic success of 1, and I need to roll the die. Almost failed. I have 2 failures and 1 success. So that means I have a success check of 2, so I did succeed in it. So I'm not gonna read the failure. Let's read the success. Remove action token 1 from the tile. Take clue token number 1. That's the clue token number 1. Let's add it to his card. You've grabbed it. The metal object is rather heavy, but you should still be able to make good use of it. You turn toward a group of kids with an evil sneer. This should be enjoyable. Time to use your Potence Discipline power. That's the Potence power. Disciplines are the shared vampiric powers of each clan. Using a discipline power is one way to use the blood, vampiric blood, contained in your body. This blood usage brings you closer to being famished and reaching a state of frenzy. When you use a discipline power during the main sequence or a combat sequence, you must make a rouse check, which means rolling the red die. Okay, I have the die at the ready. Investigations during dialogue, events, and investigation sequence, you'll be prompted to make a rouse check if needed. So let's do it. I have a success, if you can see. So my rouse check is successful, I would say. So I'm not getting hungry. Here you have my hunger levels. I just picked. Place the Potence level 1 Prowess Discipline card face up on your character board. This is now active. Remember, you can only have one active discipline power at a time. When an instruction in the booklet asks you to make a rouse check, you do not pick a discipline power. The instructions on this page are an exception, as they are meant to simulate you choosing to activate prowess of your own volition. Use the object in your hands against the closest gang member with a greater force by using your supernatural strength. Set your character on the designated hex. So, we're here. You muscle bulge, you smirk devilishly, now it's your time to shine. You decide to hit the one closest to you with all you've got. And now the combat begins, so I have to choose 5 cards from my combat deck to place into my active hand, including the punch combat card, the bite combat card, and at least one another attack card. And to create your active hand, you have to add the number of physical attributes you have to the mental attributes that you have. So in this case, it's in case of Thomas, it's 5. So the game instructed me to pick specific cards. Normally you don't have to do it, but because this is a prologue, then I don't really have a choice. I have to take the bite. I have to take the punch. And at least one other card. And now my question is, I have a weapon in hand, right? So I will assume I have the weapon. So I can pick from the cards which also use an effect, a weapon. This spray uses a ranged weapon, so I'm not thinking at the moment. There's guard, there's low kick, there's slash, which I think I can use because I have a melee weapon. Straight shot, which uses a ranged weapon, and snipe, which uses a ranged weapon, so I won't be needing that one. Pierce, hook, ippon, high kick, and uppercut. So as you can see, there's a lot of cards to choose from. I have to pick at least one attack card, which is not mixed. So this is mixed, this is mixed, this is mixed, this is mixed. This is an attack, this is an defense, and this is mixed. So I only can pick 2. So that's either pierce or high kick. Because he is better at using weapons than brawl, it will mean that I will be able to use automatic successes with weapons card, unlike brawl, which he has only 2. So weapons are actually better for me. So let's pick pierce. So that's 3 automatic successes plus 4 dice, so that's pretty great. And now we have Slash, which is a mix card, and let's pick it. God, which is a defense card. I am not big on defense cards. I prefer mix cards personally, so I won't be using that one. And I will take upper card. No, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. That's 5. I can't be cheating. Alright, so I have 5. So I won't be using those. This is something I can use as well. I cannot use the other discipline because I have already one active. And Prowess is not a one time only use card. Prowess is actually for the entire combat duration. Which means we have our deck ready. Unlike enemies that you have to shuffle and just select one card for each, we get to pick which card we want to use. Let's pick our combat deck here. Initiative is your physical attribute, so in case of our Thomas, it's me, so he goes here. And now for our attack leader, attack and gang member. We have initiative 1, 1, and 1. Okay, that's not that hard. So the thug will be number 1. Gang member will be number 2. And the thug leader will be number 3. So this is our initiative board. I'll put it here. Now let me shuffle the combat deck and select 3 cards for them. 1 card, that's another card, and that's a card. Let's continue. You are looking forward to expressing all that pent-up rage you've got going on tonight. You charge at the closest gang member, bursting with the desire to end him. Since your character has the higher initiative, you get to act fast, choosing a card other than bite or punch. You will need it later, and play it to attack the thug leader. Remember to add +1 black die to your attack thanks to the prowess power you activated previously. Prowess increases the potential damage you deal by your potence discipline level. Remember to peek at your target's combat card in case it's a defense card. If it is, flip it up face up and resolve it. At the end of your turn, remember to discard your combat card. If you have clue number 1, you get to +1 damage to my attack. Okay, and we need to defeat thug leader, who has 1, 2, 3, 4 HP points. Okay then. So for this turn, I will use PS. So I'm attacking the thug leader. With PS, I have 3 automatic successes because I'm using a weapon. So that's 1, 2, 3 automatic successes. Now, thanks to this clue, I have 4 automatic successes, so I already defeated him, most likely because he has resistance of 1, so no. So we have 4 successes. Now I need to roll 3 dice from my physical attribute, 1 additional die due to prowess, and 1 additional die, oh no, not the red one, 1 additional die from the pierce attack. So I have 2 so I have 2 successes, which means I get to do 6 damage. Let's see what he has. He has a special, Stoic Rebel. It means he gets, it's an attack card, he gets +1 to damage and +1 to resistance, so it means he has resistance of 2 now. Since he has resistance of 2 now, then I attack him. For 4 damage, so let's count down. It's 1, 2, 3, 4. So despite his defense, he is actually defeated. So I remove him and I move myself to the right side of the initiative tracker to indicate that Thomas has finished his turn. The other gang members eye you warily. The little bastards are regrouping. They are ready to attack you, but you're not intimidated in the slightest. You've been through much worse. It is now the gang's members' active turn. Each, in turn, will move toward you. If they can, they will use their combat card to attack you. Reveal the combat card drawn for each individual gang member. If it's an attack card, resolve the attack as usual. If it's a defense card, the NPC does nothing, as there are no other characters that could attack them this round. So they launch at you. Let's reveal the cards. So the attack has special number 1, which is an attack that does additional 1 damage. And Thug Lady, a gang member, she has a knee strike, which does 1 additional damage, attacks the target. Her target is always the closest one, it's all written on the card, and gives you minus initiative if it hits. They launch at you. The first round of combat is over. A new round begins and it's your turn to act. Okay then. So they are moving towards me. The thug is moving. He has a movement of 2, which is at the top of the card. So he goes in front of my character and attacks me by 1 + 1, which means he does 2 damage. Which is 2 damage on the board. And the gang member number 2, she also moves 2. And she attacks for 1 damage plus 1 for 2 damage, and also lowers initiative of Thomas, which means he is attack for another 2 damage. So let's say it's starting to get dangerous. So the round is now over. So we are moving them back, and another combat round starts. So PS gets discarded, and I am told to replace prowess with fleetness, which is a celerity level added to movement. In order to do it, I need to do a rouse check. It's a failure, which means Thomas is now hungry. His hunger level just increased by 1, and that means I am replacing 1 black die for a red die when I'll be doing the rolls. And we are replacing prowess with fleet. The story now reads: you decide to retreat to gather your thoughts. Your movement is 3 hexes. Because of the fleetness discipline power, however, your movement has increased by your celerity discipline level, bringing it to 4. This bonus remains as long as the discipline remains active. As you can only have 1 active discipline power at a time, your prowess discipline power is now inactive, and you lose all bonuses it conferred. You may be fast, but you want to put as much distance between you and them as possible. So we get to discard the punch card now, just this one, to gain 2 additional movement. By discarding your combat card, you gain plus 2 movement until the end of your active turn, bringing your total movement to 6 for this round. You can do this to reposition yourself during combat. Sometimes 1 hex is all that stands between you and final death. Move away from your opponents. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Where did he go? The little tags look right and left until one of them finally spots you. What the? You stay on your guard, prepared to jump the first one that gets near. It's now their turn. The gang members... okay, so we moved here. The gang members' movement is 2 hex. If they cannot reach you this turn, they cannot attack you. When an NPC cannot reach a target to make an attack, discard a combat card and move them additional 2 hex towards their target. Do this for each gang member. Okay then, so those are the used cards. And now we select 2 new cards for them. But they need to discard both of them in order to reach. So he goes for 1. Oh no, why is it not 1, 2, 3, 4? As you can see, he's not next to me, so he cannot attack me. And the same goes for the gang member. 1, 2, 3, 4. Looks like they followed you. Fighting these bastards isn't as easy as you first thought. Maybe you ought to use the blood to mend your injuries. If your character has +1 damage, use mend damage. You can recover from the damage you've taken by using the vampiric ability Mend Damage. Mend Damage lets you remove up to 2 points of damage from your damage tracker. Remember that using Mend Damage requires a rouse check. So I'm making a rouse check, and it's not the skull, so it means I am not getting more hungry. And just to be on the safe side, let's refer to the rulebook. Oh no, I actually I made a mistake. So for a failure, your hunger increases by 1 point, and for this, it increases by 2 points. So in this case, Thomas is quite hungry at the moment. So yeah. But he meant 2 damage. You grit your teeth. No way you're living without putting these little shitheads in their place. Play the bite combat card and attack the closest NPC. Resolve the attack as usual. Reminder, when an NPC damage tracker is full, remove them from the tile as they have been defeated. Hunger begins to consume you as the battle intensifies. So we are forced to use the bite card. The bite card deals brawl damage and allows you to self-heal for if you deal at least 1 damage, you will satiate your hunger by 1. So we are playing the bite card, and they are having those 2. So we are starting the round. This dude is the closest one. So because he is the closest one, if we attack him from his back, we will be able to deal 1 plus additional damage. So let's do that. 1, 2, 3. There is no automatic attack if you move around the characters, so we can attack him from behind. The arrow here indicates that this is the front of the character. Okay, and so I moved from his back. Let me just read the chapter to see if what do I have to do? I have to just finish the fight. Okay, then that's understandable. So we attack him by 2 automatic successes. We get to reveal his card, which is a guard card, which means he has now... Oh, he had 0 resistance. That's nice. So he has now one resistance. So in order to kill him, 1, 2, 3, 4, we need to do 4 damage. So you have 3 automatic successes, 2 from the brawl skill here, and 1 from hitting him from the back. So that's 3. And we need 5 at least. So I'm rolling 3 dice, and because I have 3 hunger, I will be rolling only red dice this time. Oh no, I have no successes. And I cannot re-roll them. Which means I get more hungry, and I think I'm entering frenzy at this moment. So very unfortunate. Oh no, so I failed the check, and I had... Oh no, attributes plus automatic skills. I had 3 successes, but I rolled 2 red skulls on the red dice, so it means I failed the attack. No, I didn't fail the attack. But I don't have any additional points for the bite. Oh, I'm rolling 1 additional die though, sorry. So One more time. So I have 3 automatic successes. I'm rolling 3 dice plus 1 from the bite attack. And because I have 3 hunger, 3 out of 4 dice needs to be red ones. So I'm rolling them now. And I have 1 automatic success and 3 failures and 1 skull. But the number of skulls is lower than the number of successes I have, because I have 3 successes plus 1, so 4, which means I don't get to do a rouse check. I don't need to get a rouse check. Otherwise, if I had more skulls than successes, I would not only fail, I would also get more hungry. So I'm attacking the enemy for 4 damage, but because he had 3 he had 1 resistance, so that's 0 plus 1, so that's 1. It means I'm doing him 3 damage. So that's 1, 2, and 3. So he lives. And because his action for the turn was defense, he is not doing anything. And now let's see what the other gang member does. She gets to do a punch. So she goes to me. Okay. She attacks me for 1. And she increases her own initiative. Because her attack is only 1, this doesn't give her additional damage, but increases her initiative. So it means she attacks me. She is now equal with me, or to me, for her initiative. And I get 1 more damage. And this turn now ends. So I discard punch. Oh, and I because I attacked, dealt at least 1 damage, I get to heal myself. So that's nice. And when it comes to initiative, if your character has initiative equal to any enemies, the character, our characters, get to go fast. So luckily for me, I'm able to go fast again. So I will attack the thug character. But now I have to pick one of the remaining cards. So I will do a high kick. And they are being dealt the 2 remaining cards, so I will have to shuffle their deck in a second. And what? Let's move to his back, which I can do. Now I'm doing an attack card for Brawl, so I have 2 automatic successes plus 1 from attacking him from behind. So that means I get to do 3 automatic successes. And let's check his card. It's special 1. Special 1 for him is just plus 1 damage, so he doesn't get any defense, and his defense is 0, which is nice. So I already defeated him. But since we are rolling red dice, you don't get to not roll the dice. So I have 2 hunger. And I'm rolling 3 dice for physical attribute, plus 2 additional dice from the high kick card. Which means I get to roll 5 dice, 2 of which are red. So I have 1 failure, 2 more failures, but I have two successes roll. So it means I'm attacking for 5 damage. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He's like dead no matter what. So let's remove him. I discard the attack card. And him because yeah. And the gang member attacks me. And she does special one as well. There's a lot of special cards. So she gets to do me 2 damage. She attacks me for 2 damage. So it mean she adds 1 damage. She has 1 attack damage. So she gets to move closer to me. And I get hit for 2 damage. And I'm close to death. I mean, I'm almost dead. If I get more than 1 damage, I'll die. So, not very, very good. Let's do the final attack. I shuffled the NPC combat deck because I ran out of cards. So she has the combat cards now here, and we select slash. What I can do, I can heal myself, mend damage, so I will do that. I need to do a rouse check. Okay, so I increase my hunger by 1. But I meant 2 damage. So I'm back to 3 damage received, which means I will most likely survive another attack. And because I do slash damage, it's a weapon damage. I have, let's move behind her. 1, 2, 3. I'm behind her, so I do, because I'm using a weapon card. I have 3 automatic successes plus 1 another success from attacking from behind. And now I get to roll 4 dice, 3 from the attribute of physical and 1 additional from the card. And because I have a hunger level of 3, out of those 4 dice, 3 are red. Okay then, and we have 2 automatic successes, no skulls, so that's lucky. So I have 4 attack, I have 6 attack. I'm attacking her for 6 damage. She has a special card here, which means she is not doing a defense, and she has 1 resistance, which means I'm attacking her for 5 damage. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And because this is the indicator that says you make it so that between 1 and 2 players, it means she dies. So luckily for me, I won this round. If you win, click here. With a loud exclamation, you punch the last gangster, knocking them out in 1 blow. And now I get to read the conclusion. The conclusion says, the more you observe the mess you've made, the more disgruntled it leaves you. The little shits look like they've got run over by a truck. And speaking of trucks, You dented your car by throwing the leader too hard against the door. You cuss out loud. Not only is your car damaged, but the other two walking blood bags have fled in terror. Your trauma contact, Jade, will most likely lecture you again about controlling your temper, and remind you that a strong sense of justice is useless if it isn't paired with the Brujah clan's legendary wisdom. You groan. Still, as much as you dislike Jade's lecturing, you know you've definitely created an issue tonight. Thankfully, Jade knows someone who can fix the mess you've made. You don't like owing her, but in the end, you know you have no choice. After what you've done here tonight, laying low for a while will be the only way to avoid a masquerade breach, and the only way to get the damned Camarilla to leave you alone. As you hide out, you ready yourself for the emergency Elysium Martin Hilkas, the Prince of Montreal, has organized for tomorrow night. According to Jade, even the Anarchs needs to show up for this one. You hate the idea of being in the same room as any of the Camarilla, much less their elite, but again, you have no choice. That seems to be getting frustratingly common for you nowadays. You can't help but wonder, though, how important could this damn meeting be to concern even the Anarch? You gain 1 XP each for each character. So that concludes the prologue for the Brujah, and I will be continuing the playthrough for the remaining characters in the next video. So thank you very much for watching, guys. This was the Brujah prologue of Thomas. Hope you enjoyed it. If you did, leave a comment, a like, a subscribe, and I'll be continuing soon. Thank you, guys. Bye!